Yeah, but we already talked about in the Sunshine LP the story of what happened to my version of Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
Where you wanted to play it when I wasn't there, so you took it from my room and tried to get it out the case, but you couldn't, so you just smashed it.
Hello and welcome to part 40 of the Simpsons Hit and Run. In the last part we did 100% in level 3, 4 and 5. Loads of progress, even though it took about 2 hours. In this part we are going to be doing some more levels, getting some more wasps and gags, because I know it's thrilling to watch. So I thought, you know what? Last part I got old Mr. McLuckable in. Part before that I got Mr. Tom of the Honest Variety in. So today I thought I would get both of them in.
That's a big fat lie. That's a big fat lie. Just tell the audience now. We recorded the part and you've chucked it away. Pure gold is gone.
I commanded it.
Me and Joe recorded a top-notch quality part over this yesterday, and I sort of screwed it up. And there were some more sync issues, which is brilliant. So I thought, you know what, I'll get Tom in, and that'll make it up. And I think it's better anyway. I mean, 3 than 2, because otherwise it's just Joe then more Joe. And I mean, I think 1 Joe is enough.
I'm pretty sick of Joe. I'm glad somebody said it first so I could bring it up, because I got a lot of complaints.
You know, I don't need this. I don't need this in my life.
Yeah, I mean, you're only here because it's the polite thing to do. You know, I thought, don't leave that Joe out. He's not got many friends, so there you go.
All right, that's it.
See, Joe, at least I'm consistent. I'm always consistently mean and just demeaning. But Ed, you know, when I'm not around, is Mr. Oh, let's play some Ratchet and Clank, Joe. It'll be a good time. But then I show up and he gets on the right team.
It was great. You see, I'm survival of the fittest, me. I just go with the best side.
That's right.
So I made a sensible decision and decided to record this beforehand so we don't have another 2-hour video situation. So this is like 40 minutes, which I think is pretty good timing for doing 3 levels worth of wasps and gags. So I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty good. Pretty skilled at the old hit and run.
Well, I can't see it. It's just black for me. I don't know if that's normal.
Oh.
Just make the box slightly smaller. I think that will help.
Make the what slightly smaller?
The media player.
Right, I'm keeping this in. I'm not editing this out.
Well, move it. Just move.
There we go. Can you see that?
No.
We got some technical.
It's
technical
all black
issues here.
apart from the top bar.
Right.
Okay, look. Tom and I can fill for a second whilst you sort this out, because I have a question for Tom.
I'm not answering it or hearing it, but I will hear it and answer it. Go on.
All right. Well. Oh, there you go. There it's back.
There it is.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a good thing that the previous recording has now been scrapped, because I made an error with my Simpsons knowledge.
No.
Yes, I did, and now I want to pose the same question to you.
Oh.
See if you get it right first time. All right, here we go. I'm putting you on the spot here.
Is this a trick question or just
No, it's
normal?
not.
Okay.
It's a normal question, but at some point in this video, you will see, possibly, yeah, you will. You'll see Evil Homer.
Yeah.
Which episode did that first appear in? I Am Evil Homer.
Well, you said I Am Evil Homer, so I think that's a trick, but I believe it's Whacking Day from season 4.
God damn it.
Was that right?
That was right.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, what are you doing?
I said margin chains because he does wear it. He doesn't say it.
He has the wedding dress as well, but he has when he's at the prison, he's wearing Evil Homer.
He's wearing, yeah. But
I knew this was going to happen. You guys were going to talk about your vast Simpsons knowledge. I just have to sit here and pretend I know what you're talking about.
Or Joe's lack of one, I think.
I gave myself half point for that, all right?
Yeah, I kind of stop here for a minute. I don't really know what this is because we brought it up before. There's a lot of me stopping and looking at the guide in this part. So.
And then running people over as well. Really?
Yeah,
Anytime now.
This guy's asking for it though. Come on, there's 2
and
of
his
them.
twin.
Yeah.
His twin's like, no.
Don't do it.
Just because there's 2 of us.
So, you might have noticed that I have a very large. amount of coins. Long story short, I cheated. I hacked the game and I got lots of coins. Don't know if you two are already aware of this, but I put on... I always forget what it's called. Invulnerable cheat, and then the one-hit destroy cheat, and then went on a rampage and got many a coin, and now I am rich because this game is just... Ugh. There's a point where if you get so many hit and runs, it's just like impossible for you to get coins back. And I know you had problems with this, Joe, in your Let's Play, but Tom, did you ever have problems with getting coins in this?
Well, I think I kind of mentioned before how I never beat this game, so the answer is no, because I didn't try.
Brilliant.
So
Wow.
I can imagine that there are problems with it because you have no health, so if you get hurt or if you mess up, coins is what you lose, but I don't. I didn't have problems because I didn't try.
Yeah, it is like bad because you get hit on so many times. There's no way of getting those coins back, and the crates don't respawn. So, though I do in this part, I do get a lot of coins, and I was thinking, oh no, maybe I'm gonna have loads of spare ones. I'm gonna look like a dirty cheat, but I still don't have enough. So that just exaggerates how annoying this game is when it comes to coins. Because I'll do anything to get 100% to please my ever-growing fan base.
See, I'm just sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. I was just trying to think of those. We got two references there before, where you got the Weasel one, the big Weasel place, which is from Radio Bart, and I don't think actually shows up again. I cut maybe like in the background, but the other one that I couldn't get was where's Ham Ahoy from? I know
Ham
there's
Ahoy.
in Futurama they have the army episode where they get ham flavored gum. But
What's the question, sorry?
Ahoy?
Ham Ahoy. Ham Ahoy, isn't that a type of food that Homer buys when he's trying to gain weight
Oh,
in the supermarket?
that might be it. I don't think they actually say it though. I think that might.
I think it's
be
just
like,
a sight gag, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Ham
good
Ahoy.
reference if that's true.
Simpsons wiki. Where was the reference from? That was.
Season 7.
No, I mean in the game. I didn't.
Oh,
see it.
it was the billboard. It was like about a couple minutes ago, but it was just a billboard that said Ham Ahoy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
this-
sure.
This wiki is very useful. Ham Ahoy is a ham product.
Okay.
That was it, and
Oh.
it's from King Size Homer. So I think
Booyah!
that's what you were talking about. Joe.
Oh yeah.
You've got half your dignity back.
That's my other half point. I'm up to 1 now. Yes!
But that's
Oh,
the thing
man.
with this game, where there's a ton of references, but some of them are really precise. And if they made, like, very particular, where it's one episode and, like, a small part of one episode, but if they made a new Simpsons game and tried to do that with something from, like, season 18 or whatever, no one would get it. No one
Nobody
at all would
watches
get
that.
it. But you quote something from season 5, season 4, people know what it is.
Well,
They'd-
I don't. But
They'd have something like the Maple. Was it a Maple?
Maple.
The
Yeah.
Maple store? They'd have that. That's the only thing I could possibly think of.
Or
from the
Angry
newer
Dad.
episodes.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate Apple stores.
I just noticed they had Earl, which was good. I did wonder if they had Earl.
Oh.
The lighthouse. The lighthouse keeper.
Oh,
Earl.
yeah. Electronic, automated. I can't remember.
Again, I have such a weak Simpsons knowledge. I
Weak!
need to watch more.
Weak.
We actually did. Thanks, guys. We did actually talk about you a little bit, Tom, because we were talking about
As
the
you
Simpsons
should.
box sets and what a big bully you are. Because I always used to ask to borrow your Simpsons box sets, and you were like, "No, go away."
Because you didn't
Keep
look
your
after
hands off
stuff.
them.
You were just
I-
you were young and you ruined stuff.
Right. I'm gonna tell a story here. When we were younger, you were always one step ahead of me, Tom. So I had a PS2. No,
Right.
I had a PS1, and you had a PS2.
Well, I never had a
Any-
PS1, so
Alright, jeez.
no, I'm just
Love my
saying.
PS1. But anyone who's used a PS1 will know of the crappy game cases, like that horrible plastic stuff, or just plastic, I guess, that just like doesn't hold together, just falls apart, cracks, and it's horrible. And then when they had the PS2 cases all nice and clean, and I always used to get told off, and the line was, "Why can't you be like Tom? He looks after his games."
Yeah, that's
And I was
right.
like, what? I've got these crappy PS1 cases that just break whenever you hold them. you were these nice PS2 cases, and you were there all smug, like, yeah, I look after my games.
I did though. I also, right, to this day, I have my 5 Game Boy Advance boxes, like, which are cardboard, and they're fine. I mean, bit dusty. I've had them for like 10 years, but I still have them, and they're still fine. So you can slag me off all you want. You can blame the cases, but my Game Boy Advance ones are fine.
Joe, did you ever have a PS1?
Yes, I did have a PS1.
Do you know of my sorrow and woe?
Well, it's not like they fell apart in your hands.
Oh, come on, Joe.
I mean,
Big clumsy hands.
they did the job.
They were so crap, and if you open them, they just snapped, and the hinges are always broken.
Were you ripping them open or something? What?
I gotta play Monsters Inc.
I did play Monsters Inc. I love that game. I was an excited 8-year-old who just really wanted to play Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but we already talked about in the Sunshine LP the story of what happened to my version of Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Where you wanted to play it when I wasn't there, so you took it from my room and tried to get it out the case, but you couldn't, so you just smashed it. And I came home and found it in 2 pieces.
I didn't smash it. I tried to bend it out of the case, and of course discs don't really bend, so it just snapped.
So you just snapped the disc. It's just, I don't know, it was like,
Jerry.
I'm just saying, he acts all innocent.
I just crapped
how did
myself,
this
put it in
happen?
there, and hoped no one would notice. You got another one. It was bought for you, so I don't think you complain.
No, I bought mine like months and months afterwards. I got like a second-hand player's choice version. Super Mario Sunshine, that was like the first game I got with my GameCube. So that wasn't fun.
How was I supposed to know that you had to push the middle bit down to
Because
get
it
the
says
disc
it!
out?
It says it! Push here!
I probably couldn't read.
Well, that's your problem. That sounds like a personal problem.
I don't even know why I got it out, because I didn't have a GameCube and I had no idea how to set yours up, so I don't know what I would have done.
Look, you were
even if
young,
I'd
yeah,
got the disc
but...
out. You've not spiteful, are you, Tom? You've never forgotten it.
No. No, look, if you're going to say that
I feel like I've walked into something here. I mean, let's go back out.
I'm just siding with the family. You gotta keep it with the family.
So what was your point going to be, Tom?
I don't know. Oh look, Smartline. What like season did they drop Smartline? Because it used to be such a big part of the show, where they would have a topic in the show, and if it ever went to the media, that's the show they would go to.
I can't remember Smartline at all.
Smartline, you had, I think the first time I want to guess is
Marge?
Itchy and Scratchy versus Marge.
Yeah.
But it was also my favourite one in like the Homer the Vigilante episode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Kent, people can make up stats to prove anything. 81% of all people know that.
We'll be right back. That's my line.
And then, what's the other one where Homer just screams instantly? Like,
I feel like I'm missing out because I just haven't seen that many Simpsons episodes, and there's like, what was it? Is it the season 10 that people say where it gets crap?
well, there's
Around
2 lines
then.
of thought. Okay, there's season 9 when Mike Reese takes over.
Mike Scully.
Mike Scully. Mike Reese is one of the writers, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Mike Scully takes over, and that's when people say it goes downhill. But then there's also my opinion, which is that season 14 is when they switch to computer animation, is when the soul disappears and it just becomes like
shallow.
a bad show. It is bad. Watch season 14. It's horrendous. It's
I haven't
so
even
bad.
seen season 1 to 13. Like, I've seen odd ones, but I can't say I've watched a whole season through. So that's a bit embarrassing. But they're expensive now.
They're
No,
not.
they're
They're
No,
not
to get-
expensive.
Like, if I wanted... I think they're not expensive to buy one, but I think it's because there's so many that I need to watch. They're
Okay.
like a tenner each new.
Listen,
Is that
okay,
about
right?
we'll figure this out. Okay, so you have enough to get like 3 seasons. So I would say if you only have enough for 3, it's arbitrary number, but 30 quid. I think that's fair enough. You got to go season 5, You got to go.
Let's write this down.
I would say season 3 because that's like a transition period for the show where there's still a lot of classics episodes on it, but it's not the funniest season, but it still has like, you know what I mean, Joe? Like season 2 was still that family show that was based off shows like Married with Children and all that and All in the Family. But season 4 was when it just became more of a cartoon and was more joke orientated. So I like season 3 because it's in the middle.
Yeah.
So I would say season 3, and then I would also say I think season 6 or season 7. One of those two. Or you could just say screw season 3 and get 5, 6, and 7. You wouldn't.
So it's not even as simple as 1 to 14 are good. It's a bit of a lottery. It's like you get with the Simpsons, isn't it?
Because the show changes tone a lot within those, because of the different showrunners. You have the kind of, like Tom was saying, the more not serious, but like you said, the transitional ones. Then you have the wacky ones with Dave Merkin. Then you have the more emotional ones and more secondary character-driven episodes with Weinstein and
the two guys for season 7.
What's his name? Weinstein and something else.
Something else Jewish.
Poor guy just gets forgotten. Anyway,
Seinfeld.
yeah. And then you kind of have the Scully, which goes back to wackiness, but also that's the appearance of jerk ass Homer. Is with Mike Scully. That's what he was dubbed. Where Homer just started being mean for no reason
and overly stupid.
Yeah,
like stupid to the extreme.
Like he can't read or something like that.
Yeah.
What, Homer can't read?
Yeah, it's a joke. It's those cheap jokes where it's, you know, it's a one-time payoff and that's it.
Although that is funny though in the Alec Baldwin episode.
Oh, I watched that one. I know that one.
It's like, I can't read, but you knew where those muffins came from. I recognise the logo.
I recognise the logo.
Oh, I get that reference. It feels so good. How do you two know all these names of all the showrunners and stuff? Do you just sit there and just read Simpsons trivia all night or something?
Not all night. I mean,
every other night. And I listen to the DVD commentaries as well because I find them interesting.
Oh,
I watched the whole show and then I watched all the
commentary?
commentaries as well.
I hate those because it's like that one annoying friend who doesn't shut up when you're watching TV shows.
Yeah, EdwardDaGuy. Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're too funny.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Where you're.
Oh, the dam.
It's damn.
Season 8.
Jeez, you. What?
Brother from another series.
I thought I was nerdy. But there's always that one person who just doesn't shut up when you're watching a TV show or a film, and it's normally when there's a book adaptation. Oh, sorry. And they know the differences between the books and they feel they need to point them all out. I imagine, or from what the commentaries that I've watched, which I think was The Simpsons, it might have been Walking Dead or something. It's just annoying. It's no, I'm trying to watch this show. Why are you talking? Shut up.
But
the
point is, you listen to them after you've watched the show.
Yeah.
And then you find out more about the show.
Yeah, but I have such a. I don't know what you describe it as, but I can watch an episode, and then if I watch it again after 10 minutes, I'll be really into it and just up for just watching it again.
What?
Like a good film.
Yeah, but okay, so when I was younger, I got season 3 and season 1, and I had those for a good while. Because back then they were expensive. You were paying at least 20 quid for one. I was a wee lad, so I only got so many presents. So I had those DVDs for a while. So when you're just watching the same season over and over, it definitely got to the point where it's hey, it's cool to have a fresh spin on it. So it was that's kind of how it started. But I was also legitimately interested in what they had to say. But yeah, it's when you've you're saying how do we know so much about the show? It's because we watched it so much. So to be able to rewatch an episode we've seen dozens of times, but to have the people talk about it, yeah, of course. But people nowadays don't watch TV in that way, so it might seem odd.
So what you're saying is, I have no chance of catching up with you guys' Simpsons trivia.
Well, you can. You just got to start now, I guess.
You've got to get your head in the game.
But you I'm guessing you've done you have as well, Joe. But you guys have been watching it since you were young'uns.
A boy.
Wee little uns.
Oh yeah.
In the Highlands. Oh.
And also another thing about the commentaries is that they are interesting. You could read about it online as well, I guess, but it's interesting to find out the cultural references as well. At least for me, it is. Because some of the jokes when I was younger, I did not have a clue what they were talking about.
Went straight over your head.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane. There's that one from Citizen Kane.
What the hell is that?
That's like
Rosebud.
Yeah, that's where
It's
Rosebud.
Bobo.
And a lot of Simpsons stuff comes from. Or early ones, anyway.
Probably one of its most referenced things is Citizen Kane. It's the Kane from Citizen Kane. Wait a minute. There was no Kane in Citizen Kane.
Oh, I just never got any of the references from The Simpsons. I just laughed because everyone else laughed. Then eventually it just became... I got so used to pretending to laugh that I just started genuinely laughing. It was like, oh, because... I think I've mentioned this before.
So dumb.
Shut up.
That's so dumb.
I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but I never found Simpsons that funny.
Oh, man.
Like,
Oh, well, this is just...
I used to think Homer was funny because he's a big dumb idiot, but I just never used to find it that hilarious. Like, people used to sit there and watch it and sort of laugh their ass off. I mean, I was like, oh yeah, just have a giggle. It's alright. It's not that funny. I mean,
Well, that's just different. That's just where people, they're fine. You don't find it funny. It's just going to hit people in different ways, I guess. I find it very funny.
That's what I found. Like, first of all, it's changed throughout the years. Like, when I was younger, I'd watch it, laugh at certain jokes. And now when I'm older, I watch and I laugh at different ones. Like, there's some jokes that I know really stood out to me and I didn't, I loved when I was a kid. And now, I don't dislike them. I just don't laugh that much. Like, I don't know. I think one, like, when Homer makes the robot so he can skip work. I work hard for the money.
And then it pops.
So hard for the money.
Oh no, you're thinking the other one. Oh, I see. I was thinking of where he makes it to when he's... Is it when he has a second job? So he has to make... He makes like a balloon version of himself for the kids. Oh no, it's the flashback episode.
That's the Marge one. No,
and it pops and...
Yeah, that's the Beatles one.
And it flies in their face.
Hello, kids. I'm...
Yes.
do you guys realise how insane you sound? Just because, take it
to
out of
me.
context, none of the lines you say make any sense at all.
Well, I don't care.
Well, you should know the context.
I don't.
Look,
That's what we've
okay.
been talking about for the last
If
20
this
minutes.
was like, let's play, I don't know, what's a game on my shelf? Time Splitters, you would have a good point. But this is Let's Play The Simpsons Hit and Run. If we're going to do some references, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, you know too much about The Simpsons and you're like 40 parts into a hit and run Let's Play. I won't hear it.
Surely the 40 parts in will sort of really tell you how little I know about The Simpsons. This Let's Play is so long.
Anyway,
it's my
second
longest
LP
yet.
So what were you saying, Tom? So you found that joke funny when you were younger?
Yeah, I still find it funny, but that really stood out to me. Like, jokes with The Simpsons would hit me in a certain way, and nowadays they still hit me in that way, but they're different jokes, if you know what I mean. Like, they'll hit me in a way, and then it'll just be stuck with me for a while, and I'll just quote it and find it funny in my head. But now it's like different ones. So I can't think what the most recent one would be. For there's always little ones that just always come to me, like little references. And it's why like people can just quote The Simpsons and laugh, because I think with a lot of the jokes we've all kind of had it stick with us to a certain extent because of how funny it was. And that's why it's so good.
One thing I did find funny was when... Oh, who was it? I can't remember. There was something with time and Homer not marrying Marge or something. And then, like, Bart comes in and was like, oh, what's going on? And then Marge is like, oh, I've remarried. Meet your new dad, kids. Then Krusty comes in and he's all like, oh, and he's like, hey, kids. I don't know why.
That sounds like a newer episode.
Yeah,
that's
I think
that's the future drama one. Yeah.
Future drama.
I think that's what the episode's called, is Future Drama.
No, I think that's the one where That might be, but I don't think it is that one.
It's something to do with
It's one where Homer lives under the sea, isn't it?
I'm lost.
With the flounders as the neighbours. That's
No,
stupid.
I'm lost. I don't know
Okay.
this episode.
There was another one which was definitely a newer one, where Bart finds like a time machine, and or steals it off Frink or something, goes back in time, and then like stops Marge and Homer getting married. Then it turns out, oh, who's that really?
Artie
I can't remember
Ziff.
his name. Yeah, that's the one. And then he marries Artie Ziff, and then Homer comes back, and he's got all the different Homers from all throughout time, and like Artie Ziff just beats them all up, and then Marge just.
Was this
falls
a
in
Treehouse
love.
of Horror?
It might have been.
Oh, I
It
guess
seems
it
a
must
bit
have been.
short for a full episode. Yeah, I think it was a Treehouse of
After 7 minutes, it just ended, and I turned it off instantly because I knew that wasn't going anywhere. It was weird. Short episode.
No, I think I did. I did remember watching the rest of the Treehouse of Horror ones. I like the Lego one as well. That was pretty cool.
I like the Lego one. That should have been longer, but I think I like the Lego one too.
How long was it?
It was just a standard episode. But I felt
Maybe
like they
it's-
wanted to do a bit more. Like they needed like a half an hour to really do it. Because they had to instantly go from going into the Lego world to Homer then having to like start coming out of the Lego world. Which is like, it would have been cool if they spent a bit more time doing that. Because they had
What
to get to the
about-
actual story about Lisa and everything.
The Lego Simpsons movie 2. Oh, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Well, that wouldn't
No,
make any
give me a Lego Simpsons game, then I'll be happy.
Oh, that would work.
That would work.
That would definitely work. Because they're bringing out that other one, which is like all the different Lego universes.
Lego Dimensions.
That's the one. They must have some sort of Simpsons reference in there, because they got Star Wars, they got Batman, they got that guy from the film that no one cares about.
Gandalf.
No, they
Gandhi.
got Lord of the Rings. What's his name? Like the main character, Chris Pratt. Can't
Oh,
remember.
Guardians of the
Star-Lord.
Galaxy? Jurassic World?
No, the guy from the Lego movie, like the main character voiced
Oh,
by
Emmett.
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 That's the one. Emmett. That'll be good. And I admit this, I had a little peek in W.H. Smith today because I am anticipating Lego Simpsons minifigures Series 2. And I knew in my heart that they wouldn't be out yet, but I still went in there because I really want them. Like, I got all of Series 1. Haha, screw you, Joe. But
Every time this is brought up, it's always rubbed in my face that I don't have all of them.
You don't have all of them, Joe.
No!
Oh,
Be
okay.
quiet! You
should
know
probably
I
get
don't.
them.
Oh no!
Oh, well, that's
I
sad.
have all of them.
That's sad news.
Yeah, it was. I really want the new ones because even though the whole Sunday thing is a bit of a rip-off, they are still different figures, so that's pretty cool. And I want Mo Man. And is Professor Frink one?
You're gay for Mole Man.
Oh, snap.
Oh, damn it.
Are you really allowed to execute people in a public prison?
From this point on,
No talking. Done. But he ate my last meal. If that's the worst thing that happens to you today, consider yourself lucky.
Oh man. Right, so what was I talking about?
I don't know.
Was it Lego Simpsons? Yeah, it was. But yeah, I am really looking forward to them. I'm not gonna have any money because they are like
I work
$2.50
hard for the money.
they are like 4 quid each, which doesn't sound a lot, but I mean when you're getting like there's 16 of them, chances are you're gonna get a lot of doubles. That really racks up. Now that will be expensive. Mrs. Crabapple or
Crabapple, yeah.
Oh yeah, can we just something
Oh, I know
else?
what
Something
you're
else we
gonna say.
missed by scrapping the last episode is Ed's pronunciation of Flanders' now deceased wife.
Right.
Now, I was watching over the last part that had me and you in it, and I actually say mod, and you don't pick up on it. You just carry on, you don't even notice it, so it can't be that bad.
Right.
Because apparently it's Maud, not mod.
I'm sorry, I just found that funny.
Oh, mod.
Mod. I always
Mod.
thought it was mod. I've always said mod. No one's ever corrected me on that. So,
Well, she's a very small part of the show.
which season does she die in?
11.
What?
Yeah.
That's not very small, is it?
No, I meant she was even before she, bit the bullet. She was a small part of the show.
She bit the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Will someone think of the children?
Swallowed the t-shirt.
No, that's Helen Lovejoy you're thinking of.
All right.
Oh.
That's when somebody please think of the children.
Wait, so why does Mo start doing that then? Because I thought they'd just use Mo to replace Maud.
Because
I mean-
it's okay. If you had any character, if you had to pick any character to say that line for comic effect, you would pick Mo.
Probably. What about Groundskeeper Willie? That might work.
Yeah, but he
Will
has too
somebody
much of an
think of the
accent.
children?
Like, it's easy. Anything he says is funny.
Well, because he's Scottish.
Yeah. That's the weird
Right.
thing with that show, or with The Simpsons. It's like, when it comes to Scottish and, even Indian people think Groundskeeper Willie and Apu. Especially Apu. But the way those voices came about is that Dan Castellaneta tried to do a stereotypical Indian accent, and that's where Apu came from. Like, he was actively trying to do like a silly stereotype, and now Apu's become like an iconic Indian person. It's like really weird how that.
That's Hank Azaria.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Tom,
Dan's
come on.
is Groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then Hankers is the
Hanky!
monster. Hanky!
But if I was a voice actor, I would just change my voice for every person I met. Just play a game, because I didn't know that Homer was Groundskeeper Willie. Like, you just can't tell. So I would just put on a different accent and just like have a different life for every single person I know.
Well, that's called being a psychopath. Or a sociopath. Take your
A
pick.
sociopath.
Sociopath.
I don't think that's...
Path.
You can be a perv if you want as well. You just throw it into the mix.
It's not great.
It's not a desired path.
Okay.
Desired perv.
Here's another question. Do they actually have names on those gravestones you just desecrated?
I don't think they're actual names.
Oh, damn.
I don't even try here. I just take it. I think it's just some joke. I did remember looking at it at some point. It's just here lies, insert joke here or something.
Frank Grimes, I hope, is one of them.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Oh,
Grimy.
grimy.
Don't you me?
It's a classic episode.
I know about Rick Grimes.
Ah,
Walking Dead, no?
Frank Grimes is the one that goes insane. Back when they were like, this was season 8, so Homer was becoming pretty dumb, and at this point they managed to turn out like a clever episode about Homer's dumbness.
Oh.
That was a clever episode when you think about it. Hilarious.
Well,
as well.
it was just showing Homer to a normal, to a sane person,
Yeah.
like to someone outside of the Simpsons universe. That's what it would be like, and that was quite a clever idea.
Someone who just has a job, who works hard, has been unlucky. And then they have like Homer who has pictures on the wall of him with a president going to space. Like it really was a great episode.
One episode I've heard about being one of the clever ones is Who Shot Mr. Burns? Is that what it's called?
Oh, I wouldn't say
With
clever. I like it.
It was well done.
Well, I don't know, because I've never actually watched it. I've heard only good things,
Oh.
and I've seen the gross picture of naked Mr. Burns, or whatever episodes that's from. So
That's
I don't,
from a
That's
completely
season
separate.
5.
Isn't it? Oh my god.
Oh no, that's season 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just-
I'm thinking of the other naked Mr. Burns part.
Wait, which other naked Mr. Burns is there?
I'm thinking of the one where Smithers fantasize about Mr. Burns
Oh.
coming out of the cake.
Oh right.
Does that go anywhere, like Smithers and Burns?
Yeah, they're married. It's nice.
They have their own spin-off.
Yeah.
What?
They have that
Smithers, I'm
sitcom.
home.
So soon?
What?
Already? Yes.
Oh no! Watch out, Smithers.
That delivery of yes just gets me every time. Yes.
Just like it's supposed to be a comedy, and there's like nothing There's no spin. There's no attempt at humor. It's just confirming the fact that Mr. Burns is indeed home.
Oh, I haven't even seen it and I'm laughing.
Oh, that's Rosebud.
Is that what it's called? Rose. I actually do want to watch that.
It's one of the best ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the top, I would say top 10 episodes.
Top 10 list confirmed with the Simpsons episode, Honest Number 23, coming out next week. Yeah.
Well, I already have my favourite episode. I think I've said it before.
And what be that episode?
Well, that's And Maggie Makes Free. That's my favourite one.
What happens in that one?
That's the one where it's the flashback to how Maggie was born. When Homer quits his job. And he works at the bowling alley. He's just like, I need to get more customers to bowl.
The well-known image, or the well-known scene from that is the end, where it's do it for her.
Yeah.
Does that ring any bells?
Nah.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
All I can remember about Maggie is the one where they talk about Lisa's birth.
Lisa's first word.
Yeah. Oh, it's Lisa's first word. I thought.
No,
it was Maggie's
it's Maggie.
First word.
It's the first time Maggie's talk, but it's the story of Lisa's first word.
Look, you see this skill, Tom. This is how it's done in Hit and Run.
All right. See, I don't like how that picture of Mr. Burns is just like a random one. Like, I think that's the same picture used in the top trumps of The Simpsons.
What picture is this?
Of Mr. Burns on the wall on the right.
Like a generic. It's like the stock.
They could have just Googled that and got that image.
Yeah, yeah. I never even realised that.
I don't think I ever had Simpsons top trumps.
Oh.
I had the Star Wars one.
Well, you can steal and break mine. They're in my room. Go ahead.
I'm on it.
Well,
I had the Star Wars ones, and I was really sad because I lost Yoda, and I don't know what happened to him.
Well, he's a little fellow. He gets away from you, I guess.
I really liked that because that was when I learned all about Star Wars stuff. Like, I actually learned the names of things, and then Yoda disappeared. Then I was playing with a friend. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pull the old Yoda card," and it just never turned up. It was embarrassing. I don't know what happened to it though. Honestly, you stole it out of spite.
No. I had the same thing with The Simpsons though. The top trumps is how I know Dolph is called Dolph.
Who? Dolph?
One of the bullies. It's Dolph, Kearney and Jimbo. But I didn't know he was called Dolph.
Oh, it's Dolph sort of emo one.
Yeah,
like,
the green shirt.
Is he? I thought Dolph was the...
Gandalf?
I thought Dolph was the bald one.
No, that's Kearney.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Doesn't he have a kid?
He does, yeah. Well, it changes all the time.
That was...
Those ships really brought up the nation's spirit after Watergate.
Yeah, his situation changes quite a lot, how old he is and things.
Just shaving in the crowd. Oh, kids. But yeah, I don't know. They must have mentioned that Dolph is called Dolph, but I can't tell you an episode where they say, "Oh, it's Dolph."
No.
Oh, that's weird. Oh well. Did you ever have top trumps, Joe?
I had Top Trump Simpsons, yeah.
Oh, I'm the only one who doesn't.
Did you have the other pack, the Treehouse of Horror, as well?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh. I remember going to Toys R Us with no money and just looking at the huge, great sort of rack of all the top trumps. Was like, apart from the Hannah Montana ones, screw them. But
they're pretty good. I mean, it's not criticised.
They have their audience, okay? Just
not anymore. You see this? Boom. That's how you get over a wall in Hit and Run. That is.
Yeah, but you went the wrong way. That's why you did that stuff.
Details.
Oh, needed in this situation.
If you say so.
Can you come and get me?
Oh yeah, I used to love top trumps. I had the Star Wars ones and I had other ones.
Nice.
What was it?
I
It
had
wasn't Simpsons one.
I had a lot. I had Marvel ones.
Oh, Marvel ones.
There was 2 of those, the Superheroes 1 and 2. I had a lot because this was back when Top Trumps have always kind of been around, but when I first started buying them, a lot of them weren't like franchises. So there was one for sharks, predators, planes, battleships.
Sharks.
Yeah, there was just a shark one. So there was just like a ton of different ones. Cars, there was one for cars, and those are the ones I first had. So and then it became more about the Marvel and Simpsons and all that stuff. But no, originally it was just like random stuff. You learnt about animals and you had a fun time.
Fish, educational stuff, and then it turned to Star Wars and The Simpsons.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings was a big one.
Lord of the Rings. I'm a recent Lord of the Rings lover. Like I was 13 when I watched Lord of the Rings.
So that was a year ago.
That's like 3 years ago. Thank you.
Right.
So, and when did Lord of the Rings come out?
2001. I think Return of the King. I want to say 2005, but it might be 2004.
I think it's 3.
No, Two Towers would have been. No, it wasn't 3. I think it was 4. It was 4 or 5.
I think it was 3.
No, you're a liar.
Right. Let's see. What one are we arguing about? Return of the King.
Here's what I think. I think it went 2001 for the first one. I think it went. See, I don't know. I want to say 2002 for the second one, and then 2004 for the last one.
Right, Joe. What are you saying?
2003.
You gonna
Can't
make
just say
some bets?
2003.
Well, I'm betting on 2003.
For what?
Because that's what it says in front of me.
Yeah,
the last
for
one,
Return of the
December the 1st, 2003.
Oh, come on, December. Let's not.
Yeah, it's pretty much 2004, isn't it?
I'm
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. We're
Since when
rounding
is
up.
December the... No. Give me my point.
All
Alright.
round.
So
what? They came out 1 year after the other. Just
Yeah, they recorded them all in like 18 months, I think.
Oh, that's
A bit like the
interesting.
Herbit. That's pretty good. We always meant to ask you, Tom. It's not really relevant to The Simpsons, but you
Whatever.
said a lot about not liking Desolation of Smaug because it's not like a standalone film.
That's right.
But you said you'd really like it as soon as the last one came out, and it was one sort of long film. Like, is that true? Now the last one is out.
I haven't seen it.
It's been 5 months, Tom. Come on.
I don't like all the Sauron bollocks, and I have no desire to see a conclusion to the Sauron stuff. It should be 2 films. It's not even like... I don't think it's even up for discussion. As arrogant as that sounds, it should have been only 2 films. Arguably 1. The Sauron stuff is so annoying. It's so out of place and not needed at all. And I know that they're going to force it into the 3rd one, so I'm just not going to see the 3rd one.
Yeah, it has got a big place in the 3rd one. But
Which is just
it's
awful.
good. I like it.
There's no need for
It
it.
hasn't got that big of a place in the 3rd one.
Yeah, but the whole orcs, that's all him, isn't it? So.
Well, I want to say the orcs are in the original anyway.
Are they? I've never finished the book.
I
got close.
can't remember. It's been a while, but I played The Hobbit on PS2, so
I know my stuff.
Oh, okay.
and now I know my stuff. Don't quiz me, please.
Oh well. Well, I think we're coming up to the end of this. Almost finished the game, guys. You excited? Hey, don't you finally me.
How long's this LP going for?
This is the 40th part. It's going to be
How
one
many
more part.
hours?
So,
How many hours?
probably average at about 10, 12 hours, maybe. Someone's going to have a good time at least. I know that.
Well, that's all that matters.
So I will see you for the finale of the Hit and Run next time. Goodbye.
Oh, that was not necessary.
What? Guys, I had an epic ending and you didn't even finish it for me.
Who earns?
That's rubbish. Oh, that was my best. God. Ugh. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.